Are you thinking of going natural with the goal of having long and healthy hair? Well, you're not alone. Kinky or straight, most people want long, healthy hair. For those of you with kinky hair, what if I told you about 7 out of 10 people with long, kinky hair share one thing in common? If you're curious to know what that is, keep watching. You probably guessed it from the title. The one commonality amongst people who have long, kinky hair is that they wear their hair in stretch styles. Apart from other critical things like constantly moisturizing your hair, using the right products, protein balance, and avoiding chemicals, most people with long, kinky hair wear their hair in stretched styles. When you first go natural, your hair is short. There's less opportunity to form tangles and knots because it's difficult for your hair strands to completely loop around itself. As your hair grows, the ends become more susceptible to tangles because that's the nature of kinky hair. The tight curls and kinks like to curl back into themselves. That's what we call shrinkage. Shrinkage is a great way to observe if your hair strands are healthy or not, but can pose a big problem when your goal is to grow your kinky hair really long. As a kinky hair strand curls back into itself, it can easily form single strand knots or multi-strand knots and sets your length retention way back. Apart from severe cuticle damage they cause, they can either break off at the knot or tangle up with other hair strands and form giant knots. This can quickly lead to a lot of breakage and make it seem like your hair is not growing. There are many ways to form tangles with kinky hair, but for the most part, they're almost guaranteed to happen every time you try to comb or brush unstretched hair, especially when it's not wet or drenched in product. It's obvious that trying to comb through full kinky hair is going to cause some problems. A very effective way to avoid all of this is to wear your hair in stretch styles. Kinky hair loses moisture quickly and has stronger keratin bonds than straight hair. So when it dries, it tends to shrink up and become really stiff. Stretching your hair is a safe and easy way to avoid tangles and knots, so you can retain length. With stretched hair, your strands won't loop back into itself and form knots. Also, it's a lot easier to comb and detangle without causing tangles. Side note, this only applies to people who have a goal of major length retention. Shrinkage is a stylish quality that is embraced and imitated by people all over the world. So, if you don't necessarily have a length goal, remember to keep your hair very moisturized and feel free to embrace your shrinkage. There's a lot of stretching techniques and styles available. Believe it or not, most of them are not anything new and have been used all over the world for centuries. Bantu knots are really popular in fashion, movie, and the music industry. It's a great way to differentiate yourself and add an edge to your style. A Bantu knot out creates a more curly, wavy pattern that's fun and springy. There are other stretching techniques like threading, buns, and wraps. They each have unique benefits and limitations, so it's best to try them to see which one works best for you. For those of you with highly dense hair, you probably have noticed that none of these methods are as effective in stretching your hair. The proper use of heat can aid in safely stretching your hair, but everyone is different and unique. The way someone with straight hair uses heat is completely different from how someone with kinky hair uses heat. So I'll have to save this topic for a future video. Just keep in mind to think objectively. Different does not mean better or worse. You're not looking for super straight hair. So the heat should be kept to a minimal and should be used less frequently, like no more than once a month. I hope this video was able to help you understand why stretching your hair is so important for length retention. Thanks for watching. See you next video.